recruiter ghosting you after you have spent countless hours, months, or even up to a year applying to positions. And when you finally land that job interviewed and boom, they completely ghosted you, what you can do to get in front of them, and what are some of the strategies right now to help you getting movement with employers. Hello, everybody. Today, I wanted to spend a moment into responding to a lot of your messages. I took the time and I looked at all of my YouTube comment as well as my LinkedIn comment. And the most common theme right now that I'm hearing is recruiter ghosting you after you have spent countless hours, months, or even up to a year applying to positions. And when you finally land that job interviewed, you speak with the hiring managers, you were promise on moving forward to the next round, and boom, they completely ghosted you. So stay tuned. Let's talk about why employers are behaving the way that they are. Let's chat about what you can do to stay on top of that, or at least try to get in front of them. And what are some of the strategies right now to help you getting movement with employers, okay? But if you are tuning in for the first time, my name is Holly Lee. I am your leadership career coach. Been live streaming for quite some time. My background is in talent leadership and management. Also did a lot of interview training for the last 20 plus years or so. I'm here to simply, out of my hobby, created this YouTube channel so that I could help you in answering all the questions relating to career, relating to how you should land an interview, pass your interviewed. And I'm known for my 60-second answer using the STAR method, not from Amazon. Somebody created just a generic STAR method, but I was able through the last 6 years of working with a number of clients how to twist it and mold it around being extremely concise, because more than ever right now, employers are not interested in hearing about anything else outside of you answering the questions. So if you are truly new, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. When you do that, it really motivates me to come back. If you wanted to support my work, you can also click on join. That way you will get email alert from me once a week when I do these meetings. I do take it off with member only free coaching via Zoom. So if you'd like to be part of my email list, feel free to go to my webpage, which is hollylee.co. Okay. Let's get started. I spent countless hours applying to job. I was trying to prepare for my final loop interview. This is not just Amazon. This is with any employer. And the interviewed date never came. I'm not sure what happened. I reached out to the hiring manager to follow up, or the recruiter, and they have completely ghosted me in silence. Go check out my video. I'll leave it up here somewhere, where I made a video last year on recruiter or hiring manager ghosted. Worst, if you are at the final stage where you have a verbal offer from the employer and you never heard back from them. What does that mean? Well, let me tell you. There's a countless number of things. I have never in my career of recruiting or talent acquisition seen anything like this before. A lot of my friends who are talent leaders, HR leaders, they would tell me that it is so overwhelming with the amount of people they have to decline. They just don't get back to them. And here I am coming in as a coach to educate the employer that all you really have to do is go into the system and decline. You don't even have to talk to them. You don't even have to email the candidate, hiring managers, recruiters, right? All you have to do is send them a message. Candidates are not looking for closure, but candidate wanted to know, should I continue to apply to other positions within the same company, or should I just sit and wait for that one role while I'm interviewing with other players? That is why, everyone, is because they are so overwhelmed. First reason, they don't have time, or simply they just forgotten about you. The second thing is they don't want to give you that negative connotation, even with with an email declined. So they rather just avoid it all and kind of shut the door that way. Okay. Those are really the two reasons. If it has to do with the rec being closed or hiring managers have changed their mind or anything like that, it's really simple for them to trigger in the internal application tracking system, literally just pressing a button. So for a lot of you guys that has reached out to me and you are not really sure what to do, here's what you do. Yes, you should absolutely follow up, seek to understand. Don't assume. I would, if you have the email address, send the email address, express your interest in moving forward. Also, kind of reminding them of the last conversation because you don't know. They must be really busy and they probably don't even remember ever interviewing you. That is true. Because as you know, if a position is posted anywhere at all, within the first minute, there should be hundreds of applicants going after that. I think a lot of folks are just really overwhelmed. Let's move forward to the good things, the positive way to be productive and actually get some type of response. If I were you, I would highly recommend that you spend your effort into networking. That way, even if you're not a fit, whomever you're networking with, they can at least have the decency to give you that feedback so that you can move forward. Sometimes they just don't because it is part of the interviewing process, because there has been time where candidates don't take feedback well. And as an employer, they don't want to deal with any kind of political issues. That is really the raw truth. So at the very bare minimum, if you leverage your network, just think about the people you used to work with. It doesn't matter if you're not buddy-buddy with them, just folks that you have a good interaction with, okay? Even back until the days that you were in college with them, what are those people doing now? I mean, reach out to folks who know some level of your work. When you're asking for referral into the company they're working with, don't just ask them to do that, but you kind of have to train them a little bit. Like I said, they're very busy. For those who still have a job, they probably get a lot of this. So if I were you guys, I would be a little bit more mindful. Sometimes they're so busy, they don't even look at your message. And it could also be because they're no longer with the companies, okay? Their LinkedIn profile is probably not even up to date anymore. If your connection or contact is no longer with the employer, that is also an indication that the LinkedIn premium account is taking off. I'm not sure if they see your message. So this is what I mean. You need to nurture your connections like gold. Don't just ask for things, but be very mindful. Check in with them and see how they're doing. If you guys need help with networking, I am completing a course. It's called Networking Strategies. Feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn. I can send you more information. And I also have the entire playlist. It's called LinkedIn Networking on my YouTube. Just go ahead and click on the playlist. Very lastly and finally, let's just say that you are very disappointed. You are feeling a bit down and you're not getting any movement from all the employers that promise you either A, moving forward to the final loop, or again, worse, that offer never came through because they told you the offer and you actually have a conversation about the compensation. Now what? You reach out to them and you go nowhere. So just assume that the position is either filled, they made a mistake, or whatever that happens. Let me tell you guys, I have heard so many excuses since the recession from last year. I have never seen anything like this before in my 25 plus years career. I would say, you still have to put your chin up and keep on moving forward. The right opportunity and the right employer is out there for you, but you cannot give up. You still have to have the same momentum. You got to have some kind of routine to keep on doing it every single day. Networking is the key for you to end up in the next place. I'm an AWS certified cloud practitioner, but still got a job of $4,000. Is it worth it? You mean 4,000 USD a month? Is it worth it? Or are you referring to the practitioner costing $4,000? I would say if your intention is to get into a technology company, getting a cloud practitioner is absolutely my number one thing. That's actually something that I had advised all of my non-tech folks, all of the project manager, program manager, product manager, finance folks, even, okay? If you want these big companies to even consider you, you gotta have something more to show the employer why you want to transition from a non-traditional role into the company. I can tell you, out of all the folks that I have advised, even account managers, sales folks, all the ones who have actually put in the effort, the time to complete the AWS certification cloud practitioner, all were able to land job interview at AWS. And a lot of them are now working at Amazon. That is very true because it will come up in the interview process, or it is your opportunity when somebody asks you, why do you want to work for AWS? Well, I'm so passionate to work for the technology that coming from a non-traditional technology company, I actually got certified with a cloud practitioner so I can learn more about your environment. So for me, it's absolutely worth it. I have a bar race around for Amazon coming up. What would be some tips and tricks in mind. The first thing you should do is go to my hiring manager and bar raiser playlist. A really, really good one would be the AWS hiring team. It is literally called AWS Solution Partnering Team. I interviewed 2 of the leaders at AWS and they all say the same thing. A lot of people are so fixated with the bar raiser. I would just treat it like any other interview because they are just like any other interview. The only difference is that they are being trained to interview doing you and trained to during the debrief process or the hiring committee, they wanted to make sure that the feedback has no bias in there. That's really the role of the bar raiser. They should be excellent interviewer. So the type of questions they ask are really aligned to the leadership principle, just like any other interview. So even if the bar raiser wanted to give you a strong hired and the hiring manager does not want to hire you, you still will not get the job. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't put your effort too much with the hiring managers around. There is no tips and there is no tricks. When it comes to interviewing, there's really no tricks and nicks. Nothing. The only tricks I can give you is you need to have at the bare minimum 15 to 20 different story. Great story where you're not recycling the stories. When it comes to the bar raiser round, don't think too much of that. But if you're really interested, it's very easy to spot a BR, which is they usually show up as very confident. They're usually very direct and very transparent. One of the feedback I have for them is you're kind of freaking the candidate out if you don't at least smile a little bit and let them know that you are helping them, because people are very nervous when they interviewed. Even if you're not, a lot of people are now more so than ever because you know that you've got that one shot and their feedback will stay in the system forever. You all know that I'm not here trying to brand myself as an Amazon coach or anything like that. But as you can see, every single one of my questions are all Amazon AWS related. So here I am, your Amazon coach. So if there's something that you are interested and you wanted to learn, feel free to drop it in the comment and I will make a video for you. Be well, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you guys soon.